news. President Donald Trump has ordered the president of Iran to surrender himself totally. He said, "We know where you are hiding. We know where you are, but we are not coming for you there. It is better you are there so you can be able to preserve your life. But come out and surrender yourself totally. There is not going to be a ceasefire. There is not going to be more no discussion, no more bargain. The game is over. Surrender yourself totally." Iranian President Basil has been hiding under the tunnel for the past 2 days now. In fact, now from there, if they control the people where will go bomb Israel. Do you know that it was the people, it was his cabinet people that hide him under the tunnel, because the commanders that was spied during this period, nobody know how the IDF commanders in Israel get to know where they are. But according to the news, they say they use their phone communication to be able to get them down. They track their phone and know the exact place that they were when they went to pump them. That was how they were able to get them. So the cabinet in Iran now took the Iran president and hide him under the tunnel. So President Trump is now telling him to come outside. He doesn't need to be there. Though it is better he is there for his safety. But he needs to surrender himself totally. There will be no ceasefire until he see that man step down from the regime of Iran. And meanwhile, the exiled crown prince of Iran has also called on the people of Iran to stand up that the time is now. His name is Reza Pahlavi, telling the people of Iran that this is the time for Iranian people to abandon Islamic Republic. According to him, he was the crown prince. He was supposed to be the king of Iran. But before I will go to the king of Iran, the exiled prince is called exiled because he has left Iran since when he was 17 years old in the year 1979, when he left for Air Force training in America, and they refused him to come back again to Iran. So Trump.
Good evening. We start with breaking news, and in the last hour, Donald Trump has called for the unconditional surrender of Iran, with a veiled threat for the country's supreme leader, saying they know his location but won't take him out, at least not for now. The president is convening his National Security Council after telling reporters he's looking for better than a ceasefire and wants a real end to the conflict between Iran and Israel.
We're looking at better than ceasefire. We're not looking for a ceasefire. I didn't say I was looking for a ceasefire.
So we are not looking for a ceasefire.
Nice guy, but he doesn't get a right to it. But we're looking for better than a ceasefire.
That's just what you're going to get into this more. You're not going to admit.
And in the last hour, the president said this on his Truth Social channel: "We know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We're not going to take him out. Kill, exclamation mark in brackets, at least not for now. But we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin." And then in another post, he said, "Unconditional surrender." Well, our US correspondent Mark Stone is in Washington.
Do you hear that? Unconditional surrender, meaning the regime of Iran is going down. If he has agreed for that dialogue in the table that come and let's come to a dialogue, this man said no. That is what Donald Trump is saying, that shame on him for refusing to come and dialogue with Israel and with America. Meanwhile, the exiled crown prince say now is the time for Iranian people to abandon Islamic Republic. Okay, his name is Reza Pahlavi. He was 17 years old when he left for Air Force training.
Comments come as Iran's exiled crown prince says it's time for the Iranian military and security forces to abandon the Islamic Republic. Reza Pahlavi's grandfather was the last Shah of Iran before the 1979 Iranian Revolution. The exiled crown prince of Iran and advocate for secular democratic Iran, Reza Pahlavi joins me now for more. Sir, thank you for coming on. You say now is the time for the Iranian people to come together and reclaim Iran by getting rid of the Ayatollah. Why do you think that? And could the Iranian people do this without an international effort?
Well, first of all, this is not a new fight for us. It's been going on for decades, and particularly in the latter years, we've seen how many times Iranians have gathered together in protest and defiance of the regime, knowing full well that as long as this regime is in place, there's no hope for a better future for all of us as Iranians. Now the opportunity has been provided in the sense that when you're fighting an extremely brutal and repressive regime, when it's been now declawed and we are sensing almost a state of collapse by the regime, by people beginning to defect, by relatives of the regime taking flight, by the leader himself hiding in an underground tunnel, I think that this is an opportunity that we have never had this far in the past 4 decades, and this is the best opportunity for us to finally overcome this regime and get rid of it. So I think my fellow compatriots are energized in the fact that finally they can see light at the end of the tunnel, and all the martyrs and all the people we have lost in our struggle against this regime will not have died in vain. This is our moment in history to change not only the course of things in our own country, but something that I believe would also be to the best interest of the free world.
Do you all hear that? That even the president of Iran now is hiding under the tunnel. If that one can be able to happen, that this is the right time for them to make a change in that country. Look, there is no way the Iran president can even win. Look, his people are against him. His people, they are against him. None of his people, the few ones that came outside, they are even telling him to buy that they don't need him. The rest of them are hiding. They don't want to come out. They don't want to talk. But they are happy inside. They are celebrating that God, thank God that the Israel has been able to come to save them. This is the crown prince of Iran. He has been in exile since 1979. This is supposed to be the king of Iran that is speaking for these people, saying that this is the right time. What Israel has done is just to open a way for them to be able to get back, have power, have dominion again over their country. Those maltreatment, those dictatorship, all those things that they have been doing to them, that has been putting them in prison, buying them unlawfully, dictating for them on what to wear, what not to wear, what to do. Everything will be, in fact, they have never been so happy in their life. Iranian, una way just they ask and people don't know what is happening. If the people in the country is happy that their president is going to go away, they are happy that their country is going to change, then why are you that non-Iranians, those guys talk before say, why are you people bothered? The people that owns the country and say they don't want this man. This is going to be the end of his regime. And definitely, if I just pray it doesn't end up like remember how the Saddam will say, because this man is hiding under it. What is he doing there? Come outside. Come and fight. Come and fight now. The world power. Just only small Israel. You don't go they hide from that only. Just no wisdom. These people that is out there, they don't know wisdom. They have the ammunition, but they don't have wisdom to use it. Oh my God.